Hi, Didi and Ray. I'm here at 501 Lejeune Way in Walnut Creek. This is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,858 square feet, built in 1957 and listed at 959,000. So this property is in a court, which is always nice for privacy, and they're not going to get a lot of traffic from the street because it's only your neighbors that will be passing through there. So that's a benefit. It's a pretty large lot. It's 18,000 square feet. So long term, there's a lot of expansion opportunities. I am noticing that there's a good amount of cracks in the driveway. That's not terribly uncommon, but you just don't want to see cracks that lead to foundation and house movement inside. So driveways are, generally speaking, going to have cracks. Some of these are pretty significant, but we'll know if you go through the disclosures and if the home inspection yields anything noteworthy in terms of, again, cracks in the foundation itself, which is not good. Okay, so it's an interesting layout. We'll go through it, but one thing that I did notice is that there's a lot of places where the hardwood is discolored, and here this could either be water damage or it could have been there's a piece of furniture that was sitting there for a long time. I do feel some sloping in the floors, and again, that's going to be related to foundation issues potentially for a house this old, 1957. Again, it's not terribly uncommon in Walnut Creek, Lafayette, Orinda especially, to have foundation settlement issues. There's either two ways to look at it. Number one, there's always a way to fix something. It's just a matter of money. And there's what's called underpinning, where you drill down to bedrock and then fill it with cement so you have piers, and the house isn't going to move anymore. This land is pretty flat, so I'm not overly concerned, but again, it's just more of kind of calling out things to look for and be aware of as you're evaluating properties. So this is a nice big family room / living room. When I say interesting layout, you'll see there's another bonus room / family room in the back, which we'll get to. But here you can see it's just a really large room for entertaining and spending time with family. So let's go to the kitchen here. So the kitchen is pretty narrow, but it's very long, so you got a lot of countertop space to cook. This fireplace, it's somewhat of an eyesore. Some people like the brick look, but there's a couple things you can do. Number one, you can paint it, which is easy. Actually, both of them are easy. The second is you could just put sheetrock over this, which is basically drywall, so you won't have to see it. Just unfortunately, because there's brick behind there, you wouldn't be able to use it as cabinet space, but paint. You can hang things on the wall, but it wouldn't look like just the back of a fireplace. So this is where the floor plan gets a little bit interesting. So there's basically two wings of the house. This I will just call the right wing for now. The other one is the left wing. The left wing has 3 bedrooms and the right wing has 1, but also a kind of bonus living room, which we'll get to. So we'll peek at the garage real quick. So turn out the garage. This is actually pretty good in terms of there isn't any significant cracks in the garage, which is kind of like the main flat part of the house. So that's good, at least a good sign that there's, not a significant foundation issue. They do have the washer and dryer situated out here in the garage, but you'll also notice they have hookups here, water hookups, so you can put laundry in here if you wanted. So here's the half bath. Nothing really spectacular to see here. Just a half bath, which is, going to be accessible to this bedroom. So there's one bedroom back here So there won't be a shower for this room, but there is a toilet. So whoever's back here will have to go to the other side of the house to take a shower. Okay, so here's this bonus room. This is another pretty large space. You could put a door here if you wanted to kind of make it feel like it's another master suite on the side of the house. But, you know, for now it's just kind of a big room you can put a lot of stuff in. And yeah, so here is the first bedroom, and it's on the back here. This could have been an addition. We'll find out again in disclosures, but this is the first bedroom here in the back, so it's decent sized. You probably want to replace this carpet because it's pretty dirty. And then this room has access to the backyard. The pool is drained right now. I can't go out this door. As you can see, there's caution tape. So we'll go around the side, but this room does have access to the backyard. And then we'll go back to the left wing of the house, which is where the other bathrooms are. So you can see here, if you want to take a shower, you have to kind of go all the way around here. So not ideal. So here's the first full bathroom. Looks like some updates have happened probably in the 90s. That's what it looks like. Maybe even more recent, but shower, toilet, etc. in the first bathroom. And then here's bedroom number 2. You know, this room is fairly small. This is the original hardwood, by the way, so 2 options for that. This looks like you would want to do something to it because it does look pretty weathered throughout the house. You either put another kind of layer of hardwood, engineered hardwood, or you could put carpet, whatever you'd want, but it's easy to put on top of the original hardwood. It's a nice flat surface. Okay, and then here's bedroom number 3. This one's about the same size as the other room we just walked out of. And then finally, the master bedroom, which, you know, is actually not that big for master. If you put a king size bed there, it's gonna fill up most of the room. So the room size here is not ideal. You know, there looks like there probably was some water damage now that I see some of this. The good way to tell if there's moisture, you see these nails here, well actually, these black spots, you can even see it in between the boards, but whenever you see this black stain, that means there was moisture in the nail head, and the nail head, you know, oxidizes, and then you get the stain from the nail itself into the wood. So that's a sign of moisture. But it looks like it's dry, and whatever happened in the past has been addressed. So again, more reason to kind of put another layer or flooring down on top of it. And so this is the master bathroom. Again, not very big for a master bathroom, but you know, full shower, vanity top, which looks like it's been replaced, but this is the original. And whenever you see original cabinets, it's really easy. You don't have to replace them. Most of what's happening now is they just refinish it, sand it, and then paint it and make it look new. Okay, and then the toilet. Okay, so that's the house, and then we'll go outside. Let's see. You know, what's interesting is there's no access to the outside from here, from the main living area. Usually you see that. It's only that room, and this is sectioned off, so I'm gonna have to go in the front to go see the backyard. So bear with me as we go around the side of the house, and you can see just how big this lot is. You know, you will have to maintain. Nope, there's no access from there. It's a lot of grass, so it's just something to think about in terms of like maintenance, gardening, and so forth. I mean, if you can just get a lawnmower, but it's a lot of grass to upkeep. Okay, so we're gonna go around the back here. I apologize, I'm trying to figure out how to get this open. Doesn't look like it wants to. Okay, I can see what's going on now. Apologies. Nope, maybe not. Okay, that's gotta pull up. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video and try to figure out how to get in the backyard. I'm sorry.